catch is we only have 21 days.
How many troops has he had?
He's got about 200 paid soldiers and an undetermined number of part-time militia.
What about the other side?
The other side has about 50,000 Taliban and Al-Qaeda fighters.
So that is a clip from the 2018 film 12 Strong. The movie is based on the real-life stories of the first soldiers to enter Afghanistan after 9/11. The Green Berets had to be on horseback, so the nickname Horse Soldier just stuck, and their experience and stories live on.
Well, the real-life heroes are joining us now. We have Major Mark Nooch, CW4 Robert Pennington, and New York Times bestselling author Jim DeFelice. So they all collaborated on this book, and I want to welcome you all here today, and I want to thank you both for your service. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
So a lot of people are familiar with the horse soldiers because of the book and because of the movie. So why did you want to write another book, and what will we get different from this book than the others?
Well, thank you for having us on this morning. Our new book, Swords of Lightning, is for the first time written by Bob and I and our teammates in collaboration with Jim, helping pull all these incredible stories and these perspectives from the first hand together about that incredible mission. There is so much more to that mission. It was months long, incredible experience, leadership, challenges, resilience, teamwork, collaboration between a number of partners, not just our Special Forces team, but other members of the Special Operations community, our CIA teammates, and most importantly, our Afghan allies that were on the ground and uniting them together. So there's so much that is all the details and the experiences, the ups and downs, the day-to-day challenges in those life-threatening situations that are rolled into our new book, Swords of Lightning.
I'm sure it was challenging to unearth some of those past experiences and memories. How long did it take you guys to do that? And is there something that came back to your memory that you had forgotten?
And it was. I mean, if you think about it, this really took 20 years to make between us, and it's something that we talked about in the early days. But 5 days, or 5 years with Jim.
Wow.
And it brought out a lot of emotions as we were going through the timelines and thinking about the brotherhood with the Afghans and what we went together, and how many Afghans we lost during those battles, those key battles. And it was draining. It was draining. It actually was. So it took a lot out of us. But
yeah, there were a lot of really emotional moments, and you know, we worked a lot of it, you know, in person, and we would travel back and forth, and then we had to take some breaks because of events in the real world interfering. But you know, that length of time not only gave us perspective, but we were also able to use a lot of information that was not open to the public before. So we've been able to bring out a lot of that detail now because we waited.
One of the times that we did meet with Jim, and we had this huge table, about 10 foot long, and we threw out maps and notes.
Wow.
We pulled out our old
There's
notebooks.
napkins, there's like, oh my God, it's like.
We had little napkins scribbled with times and dates,
We
you
had
know.
personal journals and notebooks from, you know, the other interviews and things we've done, the references. A lot of other people have written about us. We've only written 2 main articles ourselves firsthand. The first one of those was in 2012, and then so now here we are, 2021, finally putting this out to just share, you know, some of the leadership lessons, as I said, and teamwork. And that applies to any business, any you know, company, corporate teams, management. We're able to travel around and talk with them about our incredible experiences, but then relate it to their logistical challenges or their goals and objectives, and in motivating their team members. So
Yeah, but first of all,
key things we cover is adapting, overcoming,
Exactly.
you know,
but
being
the key,
successful.
But the key was to do it in an entertaining way. I mean, this is a book for everybody. Guys are, you know, it's not just for business executives.
Exactly.
Yes.
Right,
Exactly.
okay, that's a good point.
It's
So,
true.
yeah, so when did you all learn that you would be having to go in on horses? And was that a challenge, or?
The day we got,
The day we got,
the day we got in.
There were some subtle hints about 24 to 48 hours prior to us boarding a helicopter to go in. That CIA team went in right ahead of us and then confirmed, yeah, we need to be prepared to ride horses. And you know, at that point, you just kind of go with what you got. So we rode the local horses with the local saddles and things. So the guys did an amazing job learning how to ride horseback in combat. That you know, throughout that.
Right.
Yeah.
He was the only one who was trained.
Yeah.
To
I was
ride
going to say,
horseback.
had you
Yeah.
all ridden horses before?
I had
Yeah.
I had quarter horse training, and that was you know, throw the quarter in Walmart. Get bucked a few
Right.
times.
Wow.
That's just the beginning.
So started
yeah.
at square
Yeah, right.
one.
Yeah, the
Wow.
majority of the guys on that team, let's say 10 of them, 10, 11 of them had little to no horseback riding experience. I grew up on a Kansas cattle ranch, rodeoing and riding horses my whole life. So
Interesting.
it was just by fate that had that background and experience to help our team through that mission. Just an incredible story. You could do an entire, mini-series on, not
Right.
just a
Right.
And we
2-hour
talked
We were
about
talking about
That's
that
right.
earlier. Would you like to see Hollywood take another stab at your story and
I
give
would.
it some more time?
I would. And again, there's other teams that came right after us or during the time frame that we went in.
Right.
And there's so many stories out there that what those guys did in Afghanistan and follow-on missions and even in Iraq that we think that should be known to the public and what they've accomplished.
Right. So maybe this book will lead to a miniseries.
Yes.
We'll just have to wait and see.
We hope so.
I'm curious, how did you guys meet Jim, and why did you want him to write this book?
Yeah, let's hear the real story.
Let's hear the real story.
They've been buttering me up for years. I don't really even know the whole story.
As we were, we considered several different authors, and we kept coming back to Jim.
Oh, you
and
did, didn't you?
Now
Now it comes out.
He was our first choice, and we kept coming back to Jim. And so, and the key point is he works for
Bourbon.
Bourbon.
That's why there's some incredible pages in here. So he and we all enjoy our award-winning double gold horse soldier bourbon.
Right.
And so we have a lot of fun with that, and just getting together and talking about some tough subjects, and Jim's able to capture it and lay it out, I think, a way that these readers, from the feedback we're getting, from initial people that have read our entire book, they're just like, I can't put it down, and are enjoying it. And so we think a large, broad audience across the country is going to enjoy this book and this story, and just the incredible things that it shows that small teams can do when trained, resourced, and empowered under trying circumstances.
And that's one thing the book talks about is we actually decentralized. An ODA is 12 men, and we broke down into 4 3-man cells, and took our Afghan counterparts and our sub-commanders and just flooded the battlefield.
So we use a lot of the lessons from our mission in Horse Soldier Bourbon brand now today too, as that business here in St. Pete is growing. We're into 16 states for distribution now, and Bob and I travel all over.
Which at 10 o'clock when we're burning that midnight oil, and Jim's over there tired, we're just pushing him a glass. Hey, let's go one more hour.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Now, Jim, you have quite an impressive resume. What's next for you as far as writing?
Working on a couple of new things.
Okay.
We're trying to push out a mini series with Netflix, so we'll see how that goes. And we'll see, and hopefully, these guys will be next.
Right.
Right.
Well, keep us updated
Yes.
on everything
We will.
you have going on. And gentlemen, again, thank you for your service.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, yes,
Enjoyed
thank you
it
so
so
much. And of course, the true story of the horse soldiers, Swords of Lightning, was just released yesterday. You can purchase it wherever you get your books.